Today, we are ranking every K-drama on Netflix, and I mean every. The categories starting from the bottom, no thoughts, head empty, are shows where either I just watched one episode and then I stopped, or if I remember watching it but just have zero recollection of the plot. The second category is disgusting shit.
Disgusting shit.
You know the way Limino does it, like, disgusting shit. That one is like for K-dramas I remember watching that I thought were heinous. And then the middle categories, I watched it for the plot, but it's just I watched it because they were hot. Not because I really cared about the plot, not because I thought it was a great K-drama, just because I was like, hot people, I'm sad. There's Good Boy, which is from the show Startup, and it's like, it was good. It was in fact great, but it just wasn't the one for me, you know? Like, it was perfect and I enjoyed it, but it's not the most perfect K-drama I've ever watched. And then there's I Wish I Had Amnesia, which is like the most perfect K-drama. It's just what Good Boy fell shy of being, and it's one where I wish I had amnesia so I can forget about it and watch it all over again and fall in love with it all over again. Those are our categories. Let's start ranking. So, the first one we have is Hello My 20s. This goes straight to I Wish I Had Amnesia. No, oops. Oh my god, I fell in love with the first season. We don't talk about the second season in my house. But the first season was the closest thing to perfect I've ever watched. I love their bond. I love how they stood by each other, even though they were so different and they had their own conflicts. When push came to shove, they had each other's back, and I was like, that is what friendship is all about. I love that show. The next one is Cinderella and Four Nights. It's kind of like a Hallmark movie where you watch it, you don't hate it, but you don't really go around thinking about it. I'm gonna put it in no thoughts, head empty, because I didn't hate it. I just realistically, I don't even remember the plot. Love featuring marriage and divorce. I hate this drama. I hate it so much because okay, this is kind of a little bit of a spoiler, but it's like in the first episode, so it's not that bad. One of the main characters in Love featuring marriage and divorce, her husband's cheating on her, right? And I do not support cheating, but I think she was emotionally abusing him. I do, because he would be eating and she would take away his food and be like, you're getting fat, you gotta hit the gym. I was like, how is that not abuse? How is that not abuse? Why is nobody saying anything about this? Everyone's just like, oh yeah, he cheated, he's a bad guy. I'm like, forget about cheating for a second. She's abusing that man. The next one that we have is Reply 1988. I feel so bad because I'm gonna put it in disgusting shit. Oops. Actually, no, it should actually go in no thoughts, head empty, because here's the thing. First of all, the intro was too long. I was like, my TikTok brain cannot tolerate this, which I feel so bad that I don't like this show and that I DNF'd it because I love the director. But just this specific reply, oh, I cannot get into it. Something in the Ring, like, it was okay. I watched it because I was bored and both of the main characters were pretty. I wouldn't really say like, oh, if you have like one last K-drama you can watch before you die, watch it. Mr. Sunshine. Oh, I'm gonna get hated for this. I watched Mr. Sunshine because Kim Tae-ri looks so pretty in it. Like, you know when she's like licking candy? I don't even remember any of the plot or anything else. All I remember in my head was that I was like, she's so pretty. And then, what's the name of the guy? The guy that was adopted to go to America. I can't remember his name. Him in the suit, he was giving. Like, I remember I remember it being like, oh my god, why are there so many pretty people in this show? So that's why I watched Mr. Sunshine. My Hollow Love, oh my god. I watch a lot of things for hot people. Here's my thing about this thing. It's basically a girl falling in love with her iPad. That's not true. That's not fair. It's a girl falling in love with like a holograph that her glasses is projecting, but the holograph is based off the face and body of her neighbor. But the show didn't make sense to me because like the end of the show was other people in the world getting the same glasses and dating the projection. And I was like, that seems sad. That seems like the future of Gen Zs, but it also seems very, very sad. So I don't know. Persona, no thoughts, head empty. I try to watch it for IU, but it was so disjointed. Like, I don't even remember the episodes being like connected. It wasn't one story. There was one where she was playing tennis and jumping on her father's back to make his girlfriend jealous. And I was like, huh? Am I? I'm like, huh? So for me, I just was like, this is not for me. So I DNF'd it. One spring night, this was a good one. This was a good one. And it was weird because like it condoned cheating, but it was just two really sweet people. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not mad at cheating. But at the same time, I couldn't figure out why she couldn't just break up with her boyfriend. I mean, she tried to and he just wouldn't agree to break up. And I'm like, do you need two people to agree to a breakup? Isn't it just like if one person says, I'm out. Like, I don't want to date you anymore. Isn't the relationship over? Because she was like really, really waiting for him to like agree and be like, yes, I accept that we've broken up now. But for me, like, when I tried to break up with this guy and he didn't break up, like, he wouldn't accept our breakup, I just blocked him. I was like, my guy, you can't keep calling me and messaging me. That's weird. But I guess people do things differently. Romance is a bonus book. I love this. I love this K-drama. It is perfect. It made me cry. It made me laugh. It made me excited to work. It was one of the few K-dramas I watched where I felt like the male lead wasn't meant to be like a perfect human being. Like he was the CEO, but he was the CEO of a small publishing house. Not even the CEO. He was like the editor-in-chief of a small publishing house, right? And he just wasn't a perfect person. It wasn't like, oh my god, every girl was dying to date him. He was just like a regular dude doing regular dude stuff. The female character, like, I know, like, going through her story, I bawled my eyes out. Like, the first couple episodes when she deals with, like, all the things she dealt with, oh my god, I was, like, crying. Yeah, if you actually like, that's one of the shows where like you have to watch it. If you like K-dramas, you have to watch it. Crash Landing on You. mm, I didn't really like Crash Landing on You. I didn't hate it. It's starting to occur to me that disgusting shiz is for stuff I really hated. One second, I'm gonna switch this one. Here, go down. Yeah, that's better because disgusting shiz means like I actually hated the drama. No thoughts, head empty just means like, mm, I didn't like it, so I DNF'd it so as to not punish myself. Disgusting shiz means like I hated it. I watched all of it, but I hate watched it. Crash Landing on You. I watched all of it. I just didn't think it was that good. So I guess I watched it for the plot because also I watched it after I found out that they had gotten married, like the two main characters had gotten married in real life. So I was like, oh, maybe it's super like romantic and super good. I didn't get into it that much. So yeah, I watched it for the people. When the Camilla blooms. This is another one where I couldn't get into it. Oh my god. It just like I also part of why I didn't like it though is because there was a serial killer and I am actually really scared of serial killers. It's because I had a phase where I read like everything about every serial killer, like Ted Bundy, Son of Sam, BTK. So I was like terrified to walk the streets because I was like that person could be a serial killer. So that really, really affected my ability to watch this show. So I DNF'd it at some point. So no thoughts, head empty. Hospital playlist. Perfect. Absolute perfection. Straight to I wish I had amnesia. I love it. And especially, you know how, oh my god, I love them so much. I even followed like, on Napidi's YouTube channel where like they posted everything about them like doing their practices. I watched that. I watched the free concert they did on Napidi's channel. I watched it. It was just so perfect. I loved Hospital Playlist. I like season 1 more than I like season 2. I felt like season 2 was a bit too long, but season 1 is one of the greatest K-dramas I've ever watched in my life. Aina, Aina was good. Here's the thing, I liked it. Part of why I liked it is because like they just had like an older female character and that doesn't happen often. So whenever I do, I'm like, yes, support a lady, let's go. But here's part of why Aina is not perfect for me. I thought it was a bit weird that they kept breaking the law because I feel like you're not a good lawyer if you just go around committing crime. You know what I mean? If you ever get caught, all your cases will be challenged. All your cases will be opened. Like I always think that like the best lawyer shows are actually lawyers that can legally manipulate the law to their benefit rather than just breaking the law and being like, "Oh, I hope nobody finds out about this." Because when people find out, you're going to jail. Because this is my first life. Good boy. I felt like the male lead was not perfect. He was socially awkward. Most people didn't like gravitate towards him, and I like that. I like when they don't put men on a pedestal. It's always just a fun thing to watch. And I also like that they kind of talked about like when you get married, sometimes your in-laws can take advantage of you, and just both of them being there for like their spouse and trying to get in the way of their in-laws taking advantage of the other person. I felt like that's a good stance to have in your marriage because it'll make your spouse not resent you. So I like that. The King, Eternal Monarch. I only watched this because of Lee Mino's face. I hate time travel. I don't think time travel ever makes sense. Like, the way the show ended, spoiler alert, he went back in time and saved himself? What? 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 Are you kidding me? It's okay to not be okay. Here's the thing, I don't know if this is in Good Boy or watched it for the plot. Because, first of all, like, Soyeji, her entire wardrobe in this was perfect. No, I also really like the storyline. I like the storyline. I like the bond between the two brothers. I like that it showed that sometimes he got overwhelmed with taking care of his brother because everybody knows there's like something called caretaker fatigue. There was just a good bond between all the characters, even the non-romantic ways. So I really enjoyed that actually. Itaewon Class. Oh, I'm gonna get yelled at for this. I didn't finish Itaewon Class. I got too bored. I didn't hate it. I just got so bored of it that I didn't finish it. So I don't even remember the plot. Love Struck in the City. Yay! Love Struck in the City came out during COVID era for me, right? And this was when I was doing like functions online. I did not understand anything that was going on in that class, but I would keep getting tested every week. And at some point, it was making me anxious. Like I couldn't sleep. I would keep studying and I would just still not understand the concept. Only Love Struck in the City could calm me down. I would be watching this like episodes 10 minutes before getting on my Zoom call to do a test. Like, Oh my god, that thing was like my stress relief, and it was so good. Run on. I didn't like the main characters, like the main leads, but there was the side characters, the girl from Girls' Generation and her boyfriend. I used to watch only that part, so I would skip the rest of it and just watch that part. Startup was goated. It's fitting that it falls into the good boy category. It was just a goated show. Like, I feel like everybody knows it. It was goated. Vincenzo. I DNF'd Vincenzo. I just, like, it wasn't giving. I know everyone was saying it was so good, but I was just like, what's happening? What? Why is he a mafia? Like, I was just, it was not working for me. I'm so sorry. DP, oh my god. Perfect. Absolute perfection. Absolute 100% perfection. It made me cry. It made me, I think, cry. It made me angry. I I was like, I didn't know there was, I guess this is kind of stupid to say, but it just didn't occur to me that there would be so much bullying in the army, especially as someone who follows K-pop and like I send a lot of my idols to the army, bye-bye. So just thinking about the fact that it is possible for them to experience bullying there never occurred to me until I watched this show. And some of the bullying was really heinous, heinous things. Like, there is one character that goes off the rails and does some bad things, and I'm like cheering. I was cheering for him the entire time. Like, I was like, yes, 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 you go. Like, consequences be damned. Like, I am proud of you. So DP, you need to watch it. Her and Her Private Life. I watched all of it. It was pretty good. It was one of my first couple K dramas. Like, I only watched it because I was like, I needed something to watch. The people were pretty. Nevertheless, I feel like I watched it for the pretty people, but I stayed around for the plot. I am a bit of a weirdo because I don't think, I can't remember his name. What's the main character? The guy with the butterfly? I felt like he wasn't a red flag because he communicated. He literally said, I don't want to be in a relationship. Like, I feel like if somebody communicates and you choose not to follow what they said they would do, then they're not the problem. Squid Game, I'm basic. It goes straight to the top. I watch it with my brother, and like every like minute we would pause it to be like, did you see that? Did you see that? I like season 1 just as much as I like season 2. So I might be a weirdo for saying that, but it's true. Hotel del Luna, I don't really think I got super into the plot of this. I just watched it because I thought IU was pretty and she had like super cool outfits. Like, before the girl from It's Okay Not to Be Okay, there was IU. Hometown Cha Cha Cha, I'm trying to figure out where to put it because it either goes here or here, to be honest. I watched it because I liked Good Boy and I liked seeing, no, but I laughed a lot. I laughed a lot. I actually had a good time watching it. And then there was the plot twist of like why he was in the hometown. Actually, yeah. Sorry for moderately disrespecting you for a minute, hometown cha cha cha. You were actually good. My bad, my bad. Beauty Inside, good. It was good. It was funny. It was a plot I hadn't seen before of her just having like a lot of different bodies, and I enjoyed it. Our Beloved Summer. I hated this one so much. I hated this one so much. I watched all of it because I like is it Choi Woo-shik? Yeah, I like Woo-shik. I watch him in Not BD stuff. I watch him a lot, so I was like, obviously it's gonna be good. But I thought it didn't have a plot, and I thought the female lead was a bully and wasn't committed to the relationship. So, Reflection of You, please watch this drama. It's so underrated, but it is so perfect. The title makes sense because they switch. It just talks about money and class and how like how toxic in-laws can destroy a marriage, how if a marriage starts based on just money, or if there's like a huge financial gap between the two partners in a relationship, things can go wrong. There's another, like the second lead, he's the prettiest man you will ever find in the world. Just please watch Reflection of You, it's perfect. Business Proposal. Here's the thing. I watched it because they were pretty, but I stayed around because it was funny. I can't remember the female lead. She's very popular. I can't remember her name, but I just thought she was so funny with her little Samantha and Rachel bit. It was just, she was giving. 3920. Sorry, 39. This thing pissed me off so much. What do you mean your friend has like, is this a spoiler? I don't know. But basically, something bad happens to one of the main female characters, and somehow they don't even talk about how she's dealing with something bad. They talk about how her one friend is dealing with the bad thing that happened to her. I'm like, excuse me, how do you get to be the star in my own tragedy? Move. No, no, absolutely not. 2521. This one's good. I don't remember all of it because I didn't finish watching it. But it wasn't that I stopped watching it, it's that I forgot that I was watching it. So even though I haven't finished it, this is going in good boy. Don't judge me. It's true, it's good. She would never know. I didn't finish it mainly because I got bored and I didn't care about the plot. Oh, Extraordinary Attorney Woo. Perfect. Perfect. 100% perfect. Just the fact that she's a genius lawyer and that they don't break the law to commit their lawyer work. Like, they actually read the law and use the law to their advantage, like what a lawyer should be doing. I love that. Our Blues, perfect. It's so good. It is so good. I don't have more words to describe it. It's just so good. The Glory. Here's the thing. The Glory depicted bullying in a way I'd never seen in my entire life. Like, the way it depicted bullying made it seem like the bullies were actual psychopaths and murderers. And then when people say it's based on a true story, I'm like, how? How can this happen? Because like the things the bullies did to her, only a psychopath can do that. But you're wondering, like, how did so many psychopaths get together? You know, like, how did so many evil people find each other and form a friend group? And it showed how, like, the entire system protected the bullies. So when she was getting her licks back, you best believe I was rooting for her. You best believe I was sitted. Because, holy moly, they did some really bad things to her. A Killer Paradox? This one had, like, a scary sex scene. Like, it just happened out of nowhere, and I was like, why? And I just stopped watching it because I was like, why is this happening? The Divorce Attorney Shin was so bad. Like, I didn't understand why they made it. I was just like, what is this? The Trunk. I think I watched all of it for the plot, but I didn't understand the plot at all. I watched it for what's this guy's name? The guy that slaps people. What's his name? Gong Yu. I watched it for Gong Yu because I'm like, I'm gonna ride for Gong Yu. But what was the plot of it? What was even in the trunk? Like, it was so weird. I'm pretty sure I finished it, but as I was watching it, like, I would watch the next episode being like, what does this even mean? Mr. Plankton. Mr. Plankton was like, it was good. Love Next Door. I 100% watched it only because people were saying it was good. I watched all of it. Here's the thing. I don't think I'm the biggest fan of Friends to Lovers, but if they do Friends to Lovers, I feel like I would like it more if it wasn't like one person had always been in love with the other person, because that just seems sad to me. If I was your friend for 15 years and I was in love with you for 15 years, why didn't I just say, yo, I like you? Because, like, if you're like, oh, I don't want to ruin the friendship, but the friendship has already changed once I thought of you as more than a friend. This one, I stopped halfway through because I realized that, like, they didn't even plan on writing a plot. They were just like, these are two pretty people, watch it. Welcome to Waikiki. I watched it, but I don't remember anything about it. I remember laughing that it was funny. No, I remember laughing and finding it funny. Like, I actually enjoyed it. Oh, search. Mm-mm. I can't even explain why I hate this show. I just know I hate it. Okay, so Hwarang. Hwarang. This show is perfect. It is perfect. The acting from Park Seo Joon, from I can't remember the other guy, from all of them, it's perfect. Like when they find out who the hidden king is, but everyone else already likes, like, is it Dogbird or the other guy? And the kids are singing that song about like somebody else might be the king, but Dogbird deserves the throne. And Park Seo Joon walks into like the throne room, and the king thinks like, oh, this guy's gonna try to challenge my rule or whatever, and he bends a knee. Oh my god, like perfect. Like this entire show is the definition of perfection. I loved it. Doom at your service. I don't even have words to say as to why I didn't like it. I really just didn't like it. I'm starting to realize I had like duplicates, and then this one I think is a movie. Bad and Crazy. Absolute perfect. Lee Dong-wook is goated. This entire thing is so funny. The guy that plays K, perfect. Everything about it is perfect. A Typical Family. This one's good. I just haven't finished watching it. Like I haven't DNF'd it. It's good. Like I plan on coming back to watching it. Queen of Tears. Here's a wait, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Sorry, I misremembered for a minute. What the hell? No, 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 no. But my biggest gripe was that she didn't stand up for him during her marriage. Like when her family bullied him, she didn't stand up for him. And then when he was like about to get a divorce or something, she was like, I never told you to not stand by my side. I was like, girl, he was in your house. He was literally at the mercy of your parents, and you didn't do more to help him. So that's why I have beef with the show. But other than that, I thought it was good. Mr. Queen, I watched all of it, but I don't remember most of the plot. Like, I know at the time it came out, people were calling it like a goated drama and stuff. But when I was watching it, I didn't laugh a lot. I didn't enjoy it that much. I just like I watched it because everyone else was watching it, and like I remember being distracted like through most of it. Like ask me what happens and I wouldn't be able to tell you at all, even though I watched all of it. So it's going in no thoughts, head empty. I think everything else here has been ranked. It's just duplicates, and this one's a movie. This one I don't think I watched. Okay, so this is my final ranking. I know there's some people that are gonna cuss me out, and then I know that there's some people that are gonna be like, "What? This is crazy," but it is what it is. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.